All right, guys, welcome back. It already feels like the game is in distant memory, but Kevin, we got something really excited to talk about today. You know what it is?
I think we got a new countdown.
Oh, fuck.
Praise the Lord.
I literally in the last podcast I just showed you my spreadsheet. We talked about I was going to do like either 100 push-ups,
Yep.
the run or the bike
Yep.
every day,
Yep.
and I had a spreadsheet counted out for the rest. Do I still have it? Actually, yeah, we can just throw that boy on there. So I was prepared to be doing this shit. Well, at least I was prepared on paper. Because in actuality, I did the push-ups on that first day. It did feel quite sore.
Yeah.
I got called into work.
Yeah, and then the fifth got lucky.
Well, yeah, on the fifth, I was just like, I'll catch up if they lose. But right before the game started, I wanted to catch up on the push-ups. I did one.
Yeah.
Couldn't fucking do it.
Yeah, it was tough.
And like the push-ups was the only thing that I could just like do wherever. I couldn't bring myself to get away to get on the bike or run.
Yeah.
But Bears over the Commanders, 40-20.
If I told you that there was going to be 60 total points scored in this game, would you think the Bears would have put up 40?
I'm trying to think of how I would think the Bears would win a game like this. I guess I would think it would probably be because the offense came through. The Bears are never going to win a game where they don't score over 20 points.
Well, I was actually impressed by the defense. Just hopping right into it. Like they actually had a few sacks this game.
Yeah.
And they were pressuring Howell, and I really enjoyed it. The defense, like the secondary is completely, it's abysmal. The secondary is awful, but like at least there was some pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
And like on the contrary, Fields actually had time on this time. So it was like almost a reverse script for the Bears. Like Fields got time and the defensive line was getting pressure. Mm-hmm. And it was great to see, and it was a fun game. It was finally like I didn't feel like I was the Kansas City Chiefs, but it was very fun to watch on a Thursday night in primetime game, and everyone was like, oh, the NFL gods are giving us an awful game. The score is going to be like 9-12 or something like that Indy game last year.
Well, no, last year we played the Commanders.
On Thursday?
Yeah, like it was like the over-under. I remember I was at that game.
Yeah.
The over-under was something like insulting. It was like 28 points.
Exactly.
And I bet the over parlayed with the Bears to win.
Yeah.
And I want to say that score was like 12-7 or something like that. So I lost. And the Bears lost. So I gave up gambling for almost like a full calendar year after that game.
It's a bad loss.
Not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like going into the game, I had been reading about how bad or how many times Sam Howell had been sacked or how much pressure he was under. But still, like Sam Howell is like looking legit.
I think he's a quarterback you can definitely build around.
Yeah.
I think there are he's got grit. He was getting hit pretty hard, and there were some scrambles he made when it was like, yo, he's putting his
He's throwing dots. He's for real.
Yeah, and like a lot of his passes there's some tight windows he threw it into, and I like Sam Howell. I think he's a fun quarterback to watch, a good quarterback to keep on the radar for the future.
But they came in the game 2-2, and probably on paper it looks like it's because he wasn't getting time, getting hit a lot. I was really worried that I didn't see that as an opportunity for the Bears line as a get right game. I thought this was going to be the game that the offensive line for the Commanders got together, and then Howell was just going to have all day and just absolutely pick us apart.
Yeah, actually, I just noticed looking, none of these pictures are from the actual.
Yeah,
game.
we're seeing Carson Wentz.
Well, they're all. Well, they wore I love the Commanders jerseys, by the way. Those black jerseys that they had on. Those look. I love.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, let's take a look here because that was probably the game I was at last year. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
The black jerseys were super.
Those actually were pretty dope. Yeah, I forgot about these.
They got I don't know. They have like not a yellow line there. I don't know. I think they're really cool.
Are we Commanders fans? Because we just opened up this podcast being like, "Hey, the Bears fucking won," and then we're talking about how great Sam Howell was, and now how much we like their jerseys.
Well, how about this? Would you rather, if you were starting a franchise, would you rather have Justin Fields as your quarterback or Sam Howell as your quarterback?
I mean, unfair question. I think.
Oh, that means I think it's a tough. It's a very tough question.
It's a tough question after the last 2 weeks. And,
yeah.
The script is kind of flipped in my mind. Justin Fields is starting to again look like someone who's got some poise and got some potential.
I think Justin Fields is an exciting player, but if you want to could he win you a championship? Yes. I think you get him in the right offense and he does make some amazing plays, gets hot, he does it, but can he do that prolonged over a career? Mm-hmm. I don't know, but can Sam Howell potentially, like, is he going to be Tom Brady? No, but he's got the type of consistency. He's more of a consistent quarterback, and you know what you're going to get out of him. Well,
We're 5 games in.
I know, but you get these boom games from Fields. So
Yeah.
and it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying hating it, but like they're completely different quarterbacks.
Yeah, yeah.
But Sam Howell does look good.
No.
I'm happy for the Commanders.
By the way, like, comment, and subscribe. All that bullshit you guys aren't going to do, regardless of whether we say it.
Wait, before we do it, we had most views on our last video.
That's true.
Most likes on our last video, so thank you out there. We appreciate it.
Right.
Keep giving us some
If
love.
there's any return viewers, drop us a like.
Yeah.
Tell me what I should bet on this week's Vikings-Bears game, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
First one to say it, I'll put $20 in whatever you want to bet.
$20?
Yeah, $20.
Dude, you're a doctor, man.
Yeah,
Drop a C note on it.
a C note.
Yeah, fuck it.
100 likes, and I'll drop a C note on the first commenter's bet.
I love it.
100 views, 100 views. Well, 10 likes. 10 likes or 100 views. We'll
All
do
right,
that.
there we go.
And I guess we'll transition to talk about Justin Fields. Over's looking great.
Yep.
Still looking like a really strong bet. He only needs a touchdown every other game to hit the over on touchdowns.
Assuming he stays healthy.
And he only needs like 2 good drives a game.
Assuming he stays healthy. But no, I agree. Those are looking real good. I was actually looking at the stats, and I kind of prefaced it before. Do you know how many completions Justin Fields had? Even though I think I told you.
I was shocked. Initially when you asked me that, I said 20 something.
Yeah, I know. 15.
And how many yards did he throw for?
282 yards.
Yeah, I mean a lot of big splash plays, particularly from DJ Moore yards after the catch.
The other thing that I wanted to bring up before we move on to DJ Moore, who had an unbelievable game and is exactly what we expected him to be. He threw the ball 29 times, so he only had a 52% completion rate.
Yeah,
It's
not great.
It's kind of concerning. I don't know, whatever. And I wish on Yahoo Sports, I wish I saw Yak, like yards after the catch. Like I want to see air yards versus like total yards, right? So like I felt because a lot of the DJ Moore plays, like there were some longer plays, but a lot of them were like DJ Moore run after the catch. So he had 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
He could have had 4. Do you remember the one play on the far side of the field?
Fields overthrew him a little bit.
They called him out of bounds.
Oh yeah, no, but there was one that Fields overthrew him too. It was in the end zone. I think it was in the third or the fourth quarter. Like he was wide open.
Oh, you're right.
In the end
Yeah,
zone.
streaking on the left side.
They went a little bit long, yeah, and they called him out of bounds. And I don't remember if I agreed. I can't remember if that was obvious or not. I think he did step on the line.
Yeah, no, you are right.
Yeah.
You are right. But DJ Moore, he is just. He's an alpha receiver. There's no question about it. And
was he part of the first round draft pick trade, or was that something separate?
no, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That was like they're saying that was the deal breaker that got the deal over the line was DJ Moore.
That's such a crazy trade.
I mean,
and I think it's part of the reason. I mean, we're obviously in a different headspace than we were like even 2-3 weeks ago about the Bears. But we opened up the season being like we felt like Ryan Poles was doing a great job.
Yeah.
And there was that trade. I can't understand. So they wanted that first round pick.
Yep.
For Bryce Young.
Yep.
Who
looks awful.
Who is not playing well, but they take away his top target.
And
I really feel like that's like one step forward, one step back at least.
And so now, I think I brought this up the other day. Carolina's looking for a number 1 receiver right now. They're trying to get Bryce Young help. It's like, yo, you just traded away an alpha receiver.
Yeah, it's kind of like when John Gruden got all that heat for trading us Khalil Mack, being like, oh, now we got a shit pass rush and we're trying to.
Oh yeah.
Like when we got Khalil Mack.
And then he wanted a pass rusher.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you just traded away your best bet. But honestly, Mac had that. Remember week 1 when we got him against the Packers? Everyone's like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world, and then kind of.
Well, that whole year he played great.
Yeah.
And I think and I think Khalil Mack after the Bears, realized they weren't going to be contenders that following year and was looking shit. I think he took his foot off the gas. He's probably like looking at like I'm not wasting my prime years beating up my body for this team that's not going anywhere.
And he got
That's my perception.
Yeah,
and he's doing fine in San Diego. No, L.A. Chargers.
LA Chargers. There you go. Yeah. So the other thing I want to talk about the Bears game that was interesting was so obviously Mooney, no receptions, and I can count 3 targets that were like big plays.
Yeah.
That like he dropped one,
Oh, really?
like clearly dropped one. Another one was probably PI. And the third one was out of bounds. Mm-hmm. So like I think it's just a matter of time before. I don't know if they're all on Fields, but at the same time, it's like
All on Mooney.
all on Mooney.
Yeah.
But one of them was definitely on Fields.
Oh, okay.
One of them was on Mooney. One of them was a PI. But it's like if he can progress as a great number 2, right? By the way, we got rid of Claypool. What a great trade that was.
Well, I mean, addition by subtraction, totally, because the offense has looked great since he's been gone.
I mean, yeah. So, but I'm saying though, if you can get Mooney on track, you got Kmet and you got DJ Moore, and if Fields can be a competent quarterback, like there's no reason this offense. I'm not saying they're gonna put up 40 every week, but like 24 points is not out of the realm of possible.
Yeah.
I'm taking the over, I think, until the foreseeable future on all their games.
I mean, I think they've hit the over on every game so far for their points. I think I read something that hit the over on every game so far.
For their points?
Their points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they?
I think I did see that.
I don't know if that's an accurate statement, John.
All right. But what was I going to say? So, first half goes great.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
But the second half, were you not a little bit tense, like this is about to fucking happen again?
Yeah.
Because I definitely had that vibe.
Yeah, for sure. So week 3 against KC, they only scored 10. Tampa Bay, they only scored 17. So probably not.
Yeah, that's definitely not the case. I guess I made that up.
Yeah. But no, I agree. So it was at halftime. It was what 3 to 28.
28-3, I think. Yeah.
And the week before it was 27 to 28. And even our group chat was like, like this is. We could be in for some trouble. In the second half, they came out and they scored the ball.
Not so much.
Washington did.
Yeah. They opened up and they hit.
And it was like, oh no.
They marched right back down.
Is this going to happen again to us? But no, I think the defense arose. That's what I was saying where the defense came into play. And they're not an elite defense.
Yeah,
by any
no, I
means.
mean, they're going to continue to get picked apart. They're injured in the secondary. And, I think what Matt Eberflus, like we talked about defensive line, not so much the defensive line, and they talked about this in on the show or at the game. They were doing a lot of
corner blitzes?
Yeah, they were doing corner blitzes. They were disguising a lot of things.
Yep.
And they were like, hey, our front four is not getting pressure. So basically, they did some more complicated things in pass rushes, and it paid off.
Yeah, it did.
I think they schemed that really well. I'm going to give Matt Eberflus, who's now calling that defense.
Yeah.
Did you see leading up to the game? I'm not sure if we talked about it at all. There was a rumor out there that this was the game for Eberflus's job.
We talked
First
about
of all, complete rumor, complete bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
That was never going to happen.
But it was great though that they won a game.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen. I would have loved to have been correct because I was vocal, like, hey, they're never going to fire him.
Yeah.
For losing this game.
You said that last week, and you're probably right. I didn't realize they've never fired a coach.
The Chicago Bears have never fired a coach in the middle of the season. They knew they were going to fire Matt Nagy probably like 2 months before the season ended.
Yeah.
They waited till the day after the last game in Camden.
And you know what? And that's fine, but it's just more or less, it was just good for, Chicago. It was just good. It's good for this podcast. It's good for no, but it is.
What's good for Chicago is, it was good for this podcast. It's good for Chicago.
So hang on. If you do remember last week, we mentioned that Ryan Poles was not wearing a tie. We explicitly said that. And when they cut to him coming down the sideline, he was wearing a tie.
Put the fucking tie on.
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying Ryan Poles listens to this, but
do GMs always travel with their team? Do you think they're at every single game?
Yeah.
You think?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
It's a GM, man. That's his product.
I guess it's probably right, but they don't always show them. I don't feel like. I feel like if they were always there and they were always being shown on TV, I would know who more GMs are.
I feel like the high-profile GM. So, you always see John Lynch.
You always see Jerry Jones.
Yeah, you always see Jerry Jones, right? You always see, the higher profile. And I think Ryan Poles, my bad, is more of, a high-profile GM. Well, no, the reason I'm saying that, think about the trade he made. How many GMs are able to pull off that first-round pick to turn it in to, you move down to the 9th slot and get a first-round pick next year and DJ Moore? Mm-hmm. That's
No, it's a great trade.
I mean,
that's why we liked him so much.
I think that's preseason. Everyone's saying he's doing the right thing. So he's going to have some legs behind that.
I mean, there's still a lot to be desired. We've thought better things from some of the defensive pickups like Tremaine Edmonds, and we're just not seeing them right now.
Yeah,
but we'll see. What this game solidified for me. And some people are saying oh man, what if we had just won that game against the Broncos? We held on there, and now we're 2-3. I said it last week. The Bears are not a good team that's underperforming. They're a bad team that's underperforming.
Yeah.
They were a bad team that performed last week. I'm not in any delusions that the Bears. I don't wish the Bears were 2-3 because at the end of the day, I don't want to see the Bears make a playoff run because I don't think they're getting anywhere.
Well, here's the other thing, though. Carolina still lost.
Yeah.
So we still have the number 1 overall pick. And Carolina's probably not going to win a game anytime soon. So
That's the thing.
let's ride, like, as much as I want the Caleb Williams and Marvin Jones Jr. or what's his name,
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison Jr. Stack. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be great. I'd also like to see the Bears win some games this year.
That's where I'm going to be. Like, because going into the Commanders game, me thinking that we were probably going to lose, and I'm like, it's just better that we're losing. Like, just blow everything up. But after seeing that game and the combination, and the combination of like, hey, we can still root for the Carolina Panthers to be bad and get that first overall,
And they are bad,
and do what we need to do with it. I think it felt so good to not have that fucking 350 day losing streak.
Yeah.
And I bet the locker room is going to loosen up a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, for the first time, they don't have to be answering all these questions about some embarrassing loss. What's the future of the team? And maybe now they can kind of focus on everything and kind of build like some camaraderie.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we're going to start seeing a different Bears team going forward. I don't have expectations that they're going to even finish the season 500.
Wait, they can't. Yeah. I don't think so either. That's a lot of digging yourself out of a 1-4 hole. It's gonna be tough. But what I said though last week was true. I was happy we were turning around and playing on a Thursday night game because like we had so many good things on the offensive side in the Denver game.
Mm-hmm.
Like just get right back out there and just like continue to execute and like. It felt like a continuation from the Broncos game, from the offensive side of the ball, and it was great to see. And they I don't know if they do a club dub anymore or whatever, but they were spraying some. Were they spraying some champagne in the post game?
I don't think they were spraying champagne.
I think they were partying.
I saw something in the locker room where they're all kind of like dancing a little bit.
Maybe some water was going or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's just like get it off your back.
And it was nice to see. So basically, I was pretty tense. Like the Commanders pulled it within 10.
Yeah. It was
And
30. It was 30-20 for a while.
And I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
So and
DJ Moore had that touchdown.
well, no. So there was a couple things that happened before that even. And what happened in the Broncos game, just like as Russell Wilson starts picking us apart, like what we just needed was somebody to make a play.
Yeah.
Someone on defense, someone on offense, some splash play to kind of ice that game and make them sit down from that comeback, and nothing happened. The Broncos were able to do whatever they wanted, and they finished it. The Commanders pull within 10. Same kind of thing happens, and then they had that like strip. I forget who it was, but like someone caught a ball on the sideline and they ripped it out.
The Logan Thomas fumble?
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
So Logan Thomas fumbled it, and that was a good little. And then I think we probably got a field goal out of that. Not
Maybe.
great, but yeah. So like we scored. I think we probably made it 33.
No, because we scored the touchdown.
Yes,
Maybe
that
field
was
goal
for
at the
it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we didn't score on that, but that was something that good. It stopped the drive.
Yes.
But they were still kind of rallying, and then their kicker missed a field goal.
Yes, that was big.
And then we had that. I think this might be the play right here, actually, right here. Maybe not. No, that was in the end zone. But yeah, then they had that DJ Moore, that like little screen on the sideline where the cornerback bit on it really hard.
Yep.
If that ball wasn't put right where it was, that's 6 the other way. That's 6 the other way.
And we would have been,
and we're in the same. We're playing the same exact game as we were against the Broncos.
It's a 14-point swing right there.
I've decided I'm just going to say, hey, Justin Fields knew where he needed to put that ball, and he put it on the right spot. And not in my back of my mind being like, did Fields see that guy? Did Fields just put us in a really bad position? But I decided
give him the benefit of the
I'm
doubt.
going to give him the benefit of the doubt because you're throwing a ball like that. Like basically you got to put it where only your guy can get it, and that's what he did, and it was a touchdown.
I mean, we got the dub, and let's just be happy with the outcome of the game. We got a game. We got to reset our counter. And just overall, very pleased with it.
So next we're going to go on to the tier list. But
last thing I want to talk about is the running back room.
Yeah.
So
are these injuries any lagging? Anybody on the injury report still?
Yeah. So Herbert's got a high ankle sprain.
Oof.
So he's going to be out probably 4 weeks, realistically.
4 weeks? How do you get that from
3 to 4 weeks?
I don't know. I mean maybe 1 or 2 and then Gimpy.
Barkley's not back.
But they're not going to make Saquon Barkley play on a high ankle sprain. They might make Khalil Herbert play on a high ankle sprain.
So I think you missed some of the first half. I think you may. So Roshan Johnson, he had a concussion.
Yeah.
So the play was pretty brutal. I don't
think I saw that play actually.
So he was running hard like he always does, and like he literally hit the guy, and then I don't know who took the grunt of the hit because it looked like the other guy got hit pretty hard too. But he did he spun like this and hit the ground. I was like, yikes. and then Travis Homer was their third back, so he got hurt. He played special teams, and then Devontae Foreman wasn't active. So this week coming into this game against Minnie, which JJ's out, which is phenomenal. I mean, I'm looking at this game. I'm like, shit, we can probably maybe beat.
I mean, that puts us in a better position.
Dude, JJ's like one of the best players. He's arguably the reigning offensive player of the year. Like arguably the best receiver right now.
I mean, no, it certainly helps us, but like I don't know. I mean, it doesn't take a Justin Jefferson to torch the Bears secondary right now.
I know. Jordan Addison, if you got fantasy, trade for Jordan Addison.
I think Osborne's pretty good.
I don't know, he's going to be a hot waiver wire pickup this week. What's the spread for the Minnesota game? Do we know yet?
Let's see here. Bears.
Yeah, before we do the tier list, I wanted.
I did want to look forward to this game. That was what I wanted. So.
Yeah. So it looks like it's Bears plus 2.5.
I got Bears plus 3 here for Vegas Insider.
That's fine.
Over under 46.5.
46. Oh,
that feels high. No, I guess not.
I don't know. I think I like the Bears. I like the Bears to cover, and I like the over.
I mean,
the Bears.
I haven't seen much of the Vikings play. I did watch the.
They score.
I did watch the game where Justin. Who did they just play? Where JJ was hurt.
The hamstring. Looks like
was it the Chiefs?
No, they did just play the Chiefs. You're right. 2027. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with Justin Jefferson being a non-factor to that game, I think he only had like 2 or 3 catches. I mean, they still hung with the Chiefs. I don't know what's going on with the Vikings, but I think they're better than their record.
But without Justin Jefferson, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough game. I don't know. I like the Bears to cover, and I like the over. Like I said, I'm betting the over until I'm proven wrong.
I'm not betting against the Bears, but this might be the one that I'm staying away from. I don't like this spread. 2.5. We'll see what it is on FanDuel. I could say maybe the under. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll maybe comment, and Johnny's got to make the bet.
Well, that's true. I think what I'm going to look at for this one is what's Justin Fields over-unders, because I've been riding Justin Fields over for passing yards.
You going to hedge your bets?
No, definitely not. I think because he's hitting his overs.
Yeah. Fair.
I mean, maybe they've adjusted now that he's kind of been killing it. So that if I'm putting money on something, I might look at that. But yeah. Anything else to add before we? I mean,
I'm looking forward to the game.
I think the Vikings. I'm going to the game actually.
Are you really?
Yeah. So
nice.
I'll be there. The first game.
You got to make a bet when you're there.
Yeah, I guess so. But it'll probably be props. I don't think I want to bet the actual We'll see.
It'll be exciting. I hope they win. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good game. Divisional game, always tough. At home, we'll see.
One more thing I want to say is we talked a lot about Juju and the fans.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I was just like, okay, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to do these push-ups.
Yeah.
And then, on top of that, through the second half, a lot of Let's Go Bears chants in Washington.
Yes.
It was good to hear.
It was great.
I was proud of the city.
Do you think the whole Dick Butkus thing had anything to do with it?
They didn't talk about it too much.
They did at the end.
Did they?
Yeah. So Richard Sherman is a complete asshole.
Really?
So he's literally made a comment before they interviewed Justin Fields, and he was like, yeah, Justin Fields, good game here, but I think he's trying out for his next team. That's what he's showing here. What is he going to do for the next team? Because the Bears are going to move on from him. And then they interview him 5 minutes later. I'm like, dude, we're just talking shit about Justin Fields.
That's not shit. I mean, he's saying that maybe that.
It's a hot take.
It's a hot take.
I think Sherman's just trying to make a bunch of noise out of nothing.
I mean, we were saying the same thing last week, man. The tank for Caleb, is he trying out for his? Is he going to be trying out for his next team?
But not after this. Not after a great win. That's not what you want to discuss after a great win. You at least want to look at more positives and not negatives.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. I'm not sure. I'm back in on Justin Fields. I really am. I'm hoping that he becomes the guy. I'm hoping that he wants to stay in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because I think if Justin Fields comes out and says, "I want to stay in this city,"
that'd be cool.
If he comes out and makes that definitive statement, I want to be here a Bear for the rest of my career, which most of them do. Who knows if it's actually true? I want him to at least say it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think if he plays reasonably well and shows some commitment and pride to be our quarterback, then I'd say let's let him ride out. If we end up getting the first round pick, he's miserable, and
First overall
and I
pick.
don't like it, and I don't like his attitude. Like I have commented a couple of times after his press conferences, then maybe it is time to move on. But
Yeah.
but right now, I really like what I'm seeing.
Me too.
I'm back thinking that he's got a high ceiling.
I agree.
All right, and that'll be a segue into our tier list.
Yeah, this is
A
always
couple
fun.
of a couple of updates that I think we need to make.
So before we get started, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you know who leads the league in touchdown passes?
Um,
And if you can't guess, I'll
Kirk?
tell you. Kirk Cousins.
okay.
Okay, so do you know who is second in the league in touchdown passes? And now there are 4 quarterbacks.
Jalen Hurts,
No,
Tua.
it's 1.
You told me that Fields has the same number of touchdowns as Tua.
I did.
That's kind of shocking to me
That was the shot.
because it's 11 and it's not that much.
It's
through,
not
through
that much.
Through 5 games.
So he is second in the league in touchdown passes.
That's
right
kinda
now,
crazy.
Justin Fields.
I think he's got at least 1 rushing touchdown too. Where's Jordan Love at?
Yes.
Is Jordan Love on that list?
Jordan Love is not 2. He had an awful Monday night game.
He did.
He had 8. He only has 8.
Love to see it.
there-
Love to see the awful Monday night
He
game.
got exposed on Monday night.
Good.
He may not be.
I started watching. I watched it through 3 quarters and it was a close game, but I got bored.
Yeah, it was a long game. I'm like, dude, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. There's 2 other quarterbacks. You want to take a guess? Or you want me to tell you who they are?
Just tell me who they are.
Josh Allen and Russell Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah.
Russell has been playing pretty well.
I think he's been having some come from behind games, a lot of garbage time, if you will. He had that Hail Mary touchdown, and he
Yeah.
played the Bears.
How many touchdowns does Kirk have?
Kirk has 13.
So want to start with Kirk?
Yeah, we can start with Kirky.
Do we think that he's the head of the B tier? Do we think that he deserves to go into the A tier?
I think his team's 1-4 right now,
That's true.
so I can't bump him up
That
there.
might be true. That might be a good point.
So if he had a better record, I'd be willing to move him up to the A tier. But since he's a 1-4 team, Kirky's always had great numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact he's commanding a 1-4 team, I can't justify bringing him up to the A.
Let's just go top to bottom.
Okay.
So S tier. Does anyone deserve to join the S tier? Do either of these 2 guys need to fall? Josh Allen, Patrick
Jalen
Mahomes.
Hurts, I think, deserves. They are a 5-0. They are a 5-0 football team.
Are they 5-0?
They are 5-0.
You want to rattle off some Jalen Hurts stats real quick? I don't know how he's been playing.
Jalen Hurts. So
That brotherly shove thing, by the way, you said it was an illegal play. Still very much alive.
they're talking about.
I can't even-
They're talking about outlawing it.
How?
There's going to be an off-season thing. I'm telling you, it's coming. I was just ahead of the curve. 6 touchdown passes, 4
Only
interceptions.
6?
Yeah, 4 interceptions, almost 1,300 yards passing. But here's what it is: 206 yards rushing and 4 rushing touchdowns. So 10 TDs all day. But he's commanding a 5-0 football team. He's an S tier
That's
quarterback.
fine. I'll give him S tier. I mean, those numbers aren't elite, but quarterbacks really aren't putting up elite numbers right now. No, like I feel like at this point of the season, like I think we probably lived through like the heyday of quarterbacks, the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's, the Drew Breeses, where they're throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns and it's
Yeah.
making it look like nothing.
Yeah.
Like how many times did the touchdown leader in a season change hands?
So I actually had a conscious thought about this today when I was walking home from work. I think that the best athletes and the best just players in general are gravitating towards the defensive side of the ball.
Really?
But no, I do, because I think that because you're seeing such awful quarterback play, like, and there's just such separation. So there are some elite quarterbacks, right? We'll probably go
I don't
through
think
right
we're
now.
seeing awful quarterback play.
I mean, but just like I think defenses are just so much better than they used to be, and I think that like the defenses are so fast, they're so strong, they're so quick, they're great at disguising stuff, and it's becoming very difficult for these quarterbacks to come in and to make these plays like they used to make. And not hang on before you even continue. The other thing that I want to say about it is the NFL has been making it easier and easier and easier for the offenses to score.
Yeah.
They are protecting offenses, and they still can't put up the numbers that you were talking about.
All I will say is I don't think it's that. I think that we lived through a class of truly exceptional quarterbacks like Russ Wilson in his heyday, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers.
Those are great quarterbacks.
When we were going back talking about like that some Bears games from like the Jay Cutler era, when we were like watching that video for that game we went to back, however, like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
They mentioned something that Jay Cutler threw a season leading like 20 something interceptions. which was yes. So like Jay Cutler was throwing those kind of numbers in interceptions. That's unheard of in today's NFL for a starting quarterback to be
Yeah.
throwing like even more than an interception a game.
Well, Jameis Winston once threw 33 interceptions.
That's pretty unheard of too.
He led the league in touchdown passes and interceptions that year.
So for the S tier, is this the order we got to roll with? I haven't seen much of Josh Allen play, but it sounds like he's at number 2 in touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes really hasn't been tearing it up.
He's all right though. He's defending Super Bowl champion.
You don't think?
No.
Okay. Joe Burrow.
He had a good thing. He had a bounce back game. I'm saying good thing we waited. Move him down in the A. That's for sure.
I haven't heard anything. Well, how are the Jaguars doing?
Not that well.
Not that well.
Trevor Lawrence's stats: 5 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions, about 1,300 yards passing.
I think we can go ahead and get Dak out of here. Dak got absolutely exposed.
Yep, Dak is, and I think we can get Lawrence out of there. He's not.
Just get him out?
Yeah,
You think?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Right now, I'm not feeling that. But Tua deserves to be there.
Yeah.
Tua
But
does.
Tua, I think he got bumped Tua here.
Yeah, Tua is playing exceptional football
Yeah,
right now.
he's playing lights out right
And
now.
that Miami offense is, woof, they are fun.
I love Mike McDaniels.
Oh, dude, yeah. Did you hear his post game conference?
I heard a couple. Like, was talking about the one about like Chase Claypool or just something else?
No, I didn't hear the one about Chase Claypool.
So basically, like, ESPN kind of made it sound like this was supposed to be like a nice thing that he was saying about Chase Claypool.
Yeah.
But like he had some quote like, "We definitely weren't looking for help at wide receiver because we don't need it."
But that's what he said.
He said something along those lines. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say the thing about the we were planning on week 5. We wanted to lead the league in statistical categories. That was our goal all off season. Sarcasm that.
He's funny.
Oh, he's awesome.
Explains decision to trade for.
I'm not watching a 12-minute video.
Oh, no. What did he say? I don't know. You guys want me to say it, don't you? He's fast. Like.
Well, he does got a thing for basket. Oh, A-Chain's the other injury.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's another big one. But yeah, Tua is the real deal. I think we can probably move Jared Goff up too.
To what?
To the A class.
You think so?
I do. That's a 4-1 football team, John. I think they're 4-1, aren't they? 4-1.
Yeah, throw some numbers out there.
So Jared Goff.
A is a lot.
Hang on.
And it's Jared Goff.
Jared Goff is 4-1. He has about 1,300 passing yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 2 rushing touchdowns.
How many passing yards?
1,300. It's more than Justin Fields.
But you don't want to put Kirk up there as teams 1 and 4. Okay, I guess that's.
But I'm also looking at these very back. He's the very back.
Very back?
Yeah.
Still behind Joe Burrow.
We're
keeping Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's got a little calf injury and he bounced back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I think Goff is the man. I love it.
All right. Now, what do we think about this B tier? Like I said,
We can move Watson way down.
yeah.
I think we can move Jimmy down.
To next tier?
No, I think he's bottom B. He hasn't played. He may not play this week. Jimmy G lower.
Jimmy just beat the Packers though, right?
I mean, it was a what was it? A 17.
Well, I don't want to move Danny Dimes up.
Danny's the C player.
When Danny didn't see.
Oh, Danny's the fucking Mac Jones. Fucking.
We'll get there.
Fucking.
So okay. Jordan Love got exposed.
Brock's
got an A. I don't know how you could justify not putting him in A.
You're right.
He hasn't lost a regular season game. He looks sharp.
Yeah, 5-0 team.
This weekend was the first time that I really got an opportunity to watch him play, and the Dallas Cowboys have been playing good defense.
My bad. He is an A player.
They schemed Micah Parsons really well. And,
Yeah.
And San Francisco is just like a unit of a team.
Yeah.
But Brock Purdy is making plays.
Hey, so 1,300 yards passing, 9 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Zero.
Zero.
That's nuts.
And 2 rushing touchdowns. He's an A player. You're right.
yeah, fuck this, man. Like until not above Tua, because I think Tua is putting this on his back a little bit more than Brock Purdy is.
Yeah.
When you've got
he's in a good system.
when
too.
you've got Christian McCaffrey behind you,
Yeah.
and you've got the kind of system that they're in.
Yeah.
But that being said, I don't want to take anything away from Brock Purdy. He's proven that he's played. I think I said at the beginning of the season that he doesn't pass the eye test. I didn't think that this was going to be something that he sustained, but he's doing it.
Hang on. So before we move on about Jimmy G, when he was on the Niners, he
were
went
doing this.
three AFC or NFC championship games and one Super Bowl. Now Jimmy G goes to Vegas. He leaves that Kyle Shanahan offense, and now he's bottom B.
But I really feel like Jimmy G, they always felt like they're winning in spite of him. No one was ever talking about Jimmy G being a great quarterback.
No, I agree.
He wasn't putting up numbers.
I
They
agree.
always had a great defense and a great run game. And
That's a good spot for Brock. I agree.
I like that.
I like it too.
Okay.
Let's get Aaron Rodgers out of there. Yeah, Aaron.
Let's just put him down in who.
Yeah.
We made this list maybe 20 minutes after he got hurt.
I know, we didn't know it was an Achilles tear.
Yeah.
That was tough.
It's crazy. All right.
Derek Carr, does he deserve to be there?
Hasn't been playing great.
No, he hasn't. I think.
Well, no, he's been hurt. He has been hurt.
Oh, he has.
I think he was playing all right before he got hurt. Throw out some numbers.
Derek Carr. I don't even think he's on the first page, man.
I don't think he deserves to be. I don't know. I feel a lot of these C guys are going to be moving up.
Derek Carr, only 946 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, but he's missed a lot of time.
Yeah, so week 1, 305 yards passing, week 2, 228, week 3, 103, week 4, 127, and week 5, 183.
Yeah, I think we can drop him a little bit. Do you think, do we need to get what's his nuts out here? Watson?
If you'd like, I'm not indifferent to it. I mean, the thing is, he didn't play last week, 2 weeks ago. He had a shoulder injury. I guess it's a rotator cuff issue, and then he had the bye last week, so his numbers are going to be a little down. But before you want to make the move on Watson, let me just tell you his numbers for the games he has played. So Deshaun Watson, so week 1, 154 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Week 2, 235, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Week 3, 289 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, I think he's a B player at the very bottom.
All right. I think that's fair.
Jordan Love, you can move him down some more. Maybe not to C, but Stafford's doing well. With Puka?
Yeah. I think I could put him above Geno and Derek.
Definitely above Derek.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Does anybody deserve to fall lower than this here?
Well, I can move Justin Fields up to.
Kyler's not even playing, so let's put him fucking who. We have no idea when he's coming back. I'm just putting him down to who.
And Davis Mills was a pity pick. Up in this C category, if you want to put
down to who. I think we're done playing that. This is
CJ.
This is CJ.
Yeah, that's CJ.
Where's Bryce? Who's Bryce? Is this Bryce?
That's Bryce.
Okay, Bryce.
He's right where he needs to be.
He's right where he needs to be. Maybe even there.
Yeah,
we go.
dude, Zach Wilson showing some tenacity.
Yeah, I'm happy for Zach.
Yeah, he's still he's either the last C player.
I think we can put him to C. Kenny Pickett ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson, I think we said in the podcast before, he didn't think he was coming into the system. He didn't deserve to be the ire of New York.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine. But we should move CJ up for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Say when. Well, we got some complicated things here because Russ is playing.
Yeah.
Sam Howell.
Yep.
I think we gotta put him above Jordan Love, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe even Deshaun.
Wait,
NCG.
hang on. No. You're getting too aggressive.
I'm putting him right here. I'm doing what I did last time, just saying, fuck you, Sam Howell goes here.
Hang on. So Russell Wilson, remember what I said? He's second in the league in touchdown passes.
Yeah, so I think we got to put him up to B, but I just genuinely don't think that he's looking better than Sam Howell. I think he's spending so much time from behind.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I think we can move Jordan Love down to C.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think we're gonna move up CJ, and I think we're gonna move up Fields.
C to me kind of feels like guys that are just like, oh, but do you really think you can just put Fields above Love already?
Yes.
No.
Fine. Put him at the top.
I can bump him here.
Fine, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Mac
All
Jones.
right, Mac Jones.
He's a D player.
We're moving him down to D.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are like not even like playing. That's who we put. That's what D is for you. But Mac Jones is about to be on that list, so let's put him at the top of D.
Yeah, he's about to lose.
Kenny Pickett has not. I mean, Kenny Pickett was a guy who I think a lot of people were saying like was going to make that leap to be.
Where's Mitch at on here, by the way?
I don't think Mitch is on.
See,
here.
Mitch is about to draw a start here.
You think so?
I mean, Kenny Pickett
Is he not playing well?
Well, no, he's hurt. He's
Oh, is
got
he?
some stuff going on. Mitch almost drew to start last week.
Really?
Yeah, Desmond Ridder, you can move down to.
You think so?
I know so.
I have not seen a single snap from Devin.
You don't need to know. He's not playing well.
Richardson
So he
can't stay on the field.
Yeah, he can't, and I think he's hurt. He's got like AC joint issue. I don't know what that means, but I just know it's the word. Yeah, he looks good.
He does.
I think you move CJ above Danny Dimes.
Oh yeah.
I think you put Zach above Danny Dimes.
Did you put Danny Dimes above Pickett?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think Danny's just got nothing around him right now.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually bad.
I think you can move Wentz down here. I don't think he's on a team. I don't think Ryan's on a team.
Yeah, Ryan's in the booth.
Yeah.
Who made this list and why is Matt Ryan still on it? This is what's his name?
It's a guy who
With
eats
Doc-
mustard or eats banana peels on it. Ryan Levis.
Yeah,
Yes.
Will Levis.
Will Levis. That's what it is.
I just know he's got some cute family and girlfriend.
I think his sister's hot too. So let's just look for starting quarterbacks. We think Ryan Tannehill is the worst starting quarterback in the league.
Do we? Didn't Tannehill have at least one gutsy win this season? Throw out some numbers for Tannehill.
Oh wow, Tannehill is the lowest. Joe has. Oh, hang on. I was looking by touchdown passes. That would be why. Let's see. Ryan Tannehill is. Who do you think has more points? Derek Carr or Ryan Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill.
Yep. Who do you think has more points? Mac Jones or Ryan Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill.
Nope, Mac Jones.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
Who do you think has more points? Zach Wilson or Ryan Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill.
Nope, Zach Wilson.
Okay.
Who do you think has more points? Last one I'm going to ask you. Jimmy G or Ryan Tannehill?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
Okay. So,
And-
so
and
you're saying Ryan Tannehill isn't playing that well?
Yeah, hang on. And do you know what the point differential is?
What?
Less than a point.
Less than a point?
Yes.
Okay.
Ryan Tannehill is 50.08 and Jimmy G has 50.98.
I'm too tired of parsing these numbers. Where does Ryan Tannehill go?
There.
Okay. Andy Dalton get to play time?
He did. He has more touchdown passes than Ryan Tannehill.
Who's this? Who's this white boy?
That's Tyler Haneke. I don't even know where he's at.
Just for cute girlfriend.
Fine.
Trey Lance. There was a nice shot of him shaking hands with Brock Purdy before the game against the Cowboys. He's like third string.
Yeah.
Dak and Rush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the
Good for him.
yeah, there was a nice little shot of them before the game.
His hairline's pretty awful there.
I don't know.
It's all
Okay. Okay. Quick blow by through this. Anything?
So we're saying Josh Allen's the best quarterback in football?
What's their record right now?
I think
That doesn't feel right.
I think they're 4-1.
Maybe quietly. Who's got the best quarterback rating in football right now?
That's a good one. Best QBR. Well,
I think we're giving Josh Allen his call by his name. I think we got to really examine the top.
hang on. Who do you think's got the best QBR in the league?
I think it could be Tua.
He's number 3.
Okay.
Any other guesses?
Purdy.
Yes, that's number 1.
Purdy is the number one.
Yeah, he's got no picks.
I'm not willing to give Brock Purdy on such a small sample size a jump to the S tier.
So here, let's go through the top QBR right now. So Brock, Allen, Josh Allen,
Okay. So Josh Allen is number 2.
Tua, Patrick Mahomes,
Okay.
Jared Goff,
Really?
and then number 6. This one's going to surprise you. Baker Mayfield.
Really?
Yes.
I'm putting Baker Mayfield back at the top of C. Maybe let's drop these two clowns, Jimmy G and Deshaun Watson, two guys who I really think that if they don't get their act together, they're holding the clipboard next year.
Yeah.
And Baker Mayfield, it's just been fun to watch.
I agree.
Good story.
I'm good
I'm
with
putting
that.
him above Geno.
All right, and then, well, so let's go next. So next is Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Geno Smith is number 9 in the league. Matthew Stafford, Jalen Hurts, which the reason we're keeping Jalen Hurts in the S tier is because he's commanding a 5-0 football
I
team.
think that we can probably, by the same logic I said, I don't think Derek Carr's season is in jeopardy or his job is in jeopardy, but
Where's Joshua Dobbs on this?
oh, he's not.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Wow,
Where-
where would we put him? He's had a couple gutsy wins.
I'd put high C.
High C. Maybe yeah, probably right before. Here. No, here. I'd put Josh Dobbs here.
Yeah, he's doing great, man. I'm really happy for him.
Are we happy with where Fields is? I'm not willing to crown him just because he's had 2 exciting games.
How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 quarterbacks. 22 quarterbacks are better than him. And Justin Fields' QBR is the 20th in the league.
Not too bad. I think if Justin Fields wins a couple more games, then maybe I'm willing to
Yeah, he's still a 1-4
bump him
quarterback.
up. Yeah. And what's his lifetime, like 5 and 20 or something like that? Yeah. So I think he's got to win some games before
So let me look at some bottom guys for you. Let's look at the bottom.
bottom guys.
So who do you think is the worst in the league?
I don't know.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Followed by Kenny Pickett, followed by Ryan Tannehill, followed by Zach Wilson, followed by Danny Dimes, and this one may surprise you at number 27.
Who?
He is in our A tier.
Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Joe Burrow.
He's still got to leave him there.
What about Lamar Jackson? Does he deserve to be where he's at?
Yeah.
Does Justin Herbert deserve to be where he's at?
Yes.
Okay.
Both of them still do.
All
Well, I don't know. The Chargers are not that good. Chargers are, I think, a 1-4 football team too.
Are they really?
They are
that true?
2-2.
2-2.
They had an overtime loss to Tennessee, though. And they lost. Okay, so here, we'll give you some more context. They lost to Miami by 2 points. They lost in overtime to Tennessee.
That was the game I watched where I was like, maybe Brandon Tannehill's not cooked yet.
No, he's cooked. And then Minnesota and Vegas, they just had their bye.
Okay.
No, yeah, I like this. I think this is a good tier.
All right, yeah, we'll revisit this in a couple of weeks. So we're saying Josh Allen, the best quarterback in football. Worst starter in football seems to be.
Bryce.
Oh yeah, Bryce. Yeah, and then I'm happy with this list.
Yeah, I think it's good. All right, one other question I'm going to ask you. So, who do you think has the biggest potential to move up tiers, and who has the biggest potential to go down tiers?
I think I'm really rickety on where I stand with Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I think he could be a big dropper.
Okay.
Baker, I think if his season falls off, I'd be happy to relegate him to low C or D.
Okay.
I think our biggest potential, like someone who, if they can prove to me that they can, I think Justin Fields, like.
I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, I think if he puts shit together, I think everything from Dak to Fields is super fluid.
Yeah.
Because Stafford could go either way. Howell could get figured out. Wilson, Baker, Derek, Geno, and like all these guys here are shit. Yeah. Except for Richardson. Richardson can prove himself and if he can stay on the field. So this is all really fluid down here in the middle.
So who I think it is to go on record, I think the biggest riser could be C.J. Stroud.
And I haven't watched him play.
He looks good. And then I think the biggest faller could be
who?
Brock.
Brock?
I think there may be some defenses that are like, all right, cool, this gimmicks up. We're gonna give all we want to CMC, but you will not pass on us.
Just crowd the box.
Just put pressure, do whatever. Like I feel like someone's gonna expose them.
I think the floor for Brock under this offense is so high that there's not much that can happen that can make him fall below high B. We'll see.
Good.
Lots to get figured out. All right.
I like it. Awesome.
All right. So score prediction for the Vikings game.
I'll say 27-20 Bears.
31-24 Vikings.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm not putting money on it because I'm never going to do that again.
It's a high
But
scoring
if you're asking my opinion as a football fan, I think that the Vikings are the favorite here.
Okay.
I think that they are a better team than the record shows. The Bears might be too, but I don't know.
I think without JJ, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, we'll see.
Should be good. Awesome.
All right, guys. Like and
Thanks.
subscribe. Drop some comments. Other than our friends just trolling us. And we'll see you again next week. Weekly videos. I don't think we've said it before. We're putting out weekly videos. We're
Weekly.
killing it. All right.
Weekly.
All right.
Thanks.
Later,
Peace.
guys. All right. How long was that?
Good one.
That felt pretty long. 50 minutes.
What do you like to talk about, John?